Hello, everyone. We are live with our weekly live stream, which is kind of like our happy hour at the Moyer Press. We call it Everything Under the Sun, but in this case, we just talk about anything and everything that comes up. So we're here with Kim Strickland, who's here. We haven't seen him in a long time, so we're very happy to have him. We got Debbie D and Jay Z. All right, you guys. Well, I didn't bring any topics. I always ask the crowd, what they want to talk about. No one had any requests. So, anyone have anything on their mind?
It's just been crazy lately. We had a water heater breakdown, and so we had a little flooding going on with that. That's always fun.
Wow.
Jupiter and Cancer all over the place.
You own your house?
Yes, yeah, in the downstairs. My husband is really brilliant. He actually thought of this to put a water sensor on the floor downstairs. I didn't even know he did that. And one morning I woke up, I think it was like, I don't know what it was, it was last weekend. And he's like, I hear this buzzing sound. I'm like, what is that? And we have a pretty large house, so I couldn't make out where it was. And then finally I go downstairs and I'm like, uh-oh, this doesn't sound good. And go into that room. It's a utility room. And yeah, we had water. But so we took care of it. It's just scrambling, getting that done and everything. So,
right.
So you got it handled, though?
Yeah, we took care of it. Not a problem. It was, but we took care of it. So now it's not a problem anymore. It's okay. I've been working hard on. I just finished. I told you my rectification exam for the NCGR.
Oh yeah.
Professional. Yeah. So that was the key to get into the very last leg of the certification program. I'm on level 4.
Did you find out the results right away, or are you awaiting the results?
No, they make you wait for like weeks on end. It's like, oh my God, tell me now.
Wow.
So you're in the anticipation part of the journey?
Well, I got the yay on it. In fact, they said I was really because I failed the first rectification exam.
I remember you telling me that.
And everybody was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna." And whenever that happens, I go at it harder. And so I did it. I worked it. I really worked it, and I was like shocked because they said not only was it good, it was one of the best that they've ever examined.
Wow.
And I got honors on it. So now I'm working on the last part, which is I have to do a consultation. Does anybody know how you do MP3 file? I don't know how to put this stuff. I have to do an audio to put it on an MP3 file.
How are you recording the audio? With what program?
I'm probably going to do it on Zoom and then just do an audio. It has to be anonymous, so we can't use names, just code numbers. And then we have to, we have to record it, just the audio, no video. And I have to put it on an MP3 file. So I'm going to be doing a lot of Googling to find that out. But I found a perfect person for my consultation. And today I went and did a pre-consultation interview with her. And we really did well with it. So
what do you do in a pre-consultation interview?
I do that anyway when I do consultations. I do an interview before I do a consultation because I want to know what their expectations are, and that's exactly what they want. The protocols are so strict on these exams, but they want you to know. So they want to see. You have to ask them what their expectations are in the reading. What is it they want to do, and what is their goal in doing this consultation?
Right.
So I just met this woman. She's really amazing. She's from India. She was born in India, but she's been here for over 30 years. And we just hit it off really well. and in a sister circle. It was like one of those moon. We do a thing on the new moon, full moon over there, and it's just a bunch of women getting together, and it's just the energy is just so wonderful there. And I met this woman, and we just clicked. And she went, so she needed to get a consultation. I said, I'll do it for free for you if you help me, because then I could work on my consultation, my exam. So we're in the midst of it today. We were there for like an hour and a half talking. We just, and I got a lot of information from her. It's amazing stuff. So I got to do a write-up on that, and then I got to set up the consultation itself. But I have to figure out how to put it on an MP3 file.
Yeah, isn't there an app on your phone?
I don't want to do it on my phone. That seems just so glitchy. I'm so afraid that that's not going to get done then. I mean, I can do recordings and stuff on my phone, but it depends on, how the internet is for both of us with the phones and everything. I think that's a little risky. I would like to do it on Zoom and just take the video off, just have audio. And I think that might work pretty good, but I have to know how to transfer it over to an MP3.
Yeah. Just ask ChatGPT. It'll tell you exactly how to. Just say like,
I don't know even how to do that. I am technology. So how do you do that?
Oh, you have to, you can just get a free account that you register with ChatGPT, and then it lets you, in its web interface, ask questions, and you can ask questions like that.
I'm going to write that down. I need to write that down.
Yeah, or you could use, like, any of them, and you can use Google Gemini. Actually, if you already have a Google account, you can just use Google Gemini. Ask it.
Yeah, that keeps popping up. Do you want to use Gemini? I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'll look that.
Yeah, you can just use that, and then you just tell it something like, I'm using a Mac or a PC, whichever you have, and
PC,
yeah, I'm using a PC, and I've recorded something on Zoom. How do I transfer it to an MP3 to email to someone? And then it'll tell you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You always pull through for me.
I use Grok also.
Grok? Mm-hmm. How do you spell that? GROC?
Okay. GROK. And that's an Elon Musk thing. And I went ahead and bought lifetime membership because I don't like constantly having to worry about when they're going to take money out. So, but
you gave them all your money up front.
Yeah. It's my new friend. I'll ask it questions just because I'm bored.
What is Grok? Is that like another ChatGPT thing?
It is.
Yeah, it's Elon Musk thing.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm going to check out all these. Thank you, guys. This is really good.
Yeah, they're all different because they all have different training data that they're based off of. And then they all have different kind of like algorithms and filters and all sorts of things. So I think it is good for us to learn to ask our questions to many different sources as well. And then also when you're asking these chatbots something, it's always good to, there's this thing called context or prompt engineering. And basically what it is you tell it like what kinds of information you want, what kind of perspective you want, and you can give it instructions. So for example, you can say, answer like, I'm an expert in the field of astrology, answer these questions at a high level. You can say, if you don't know the answer, say, I don't know, which helps stop these things called hallucinations. but it where it'll just like make stuff up, because really it's just predicting the next word that or token, but tokens you can think of like words of what would come next in its training data. So basically, yeah, if you give it instructions like, if you don't know an answer, say I don't know. And you can also tell it things like include source links in your answer, and then it'll give you the links to why it is thinking these things that it thinks. So it's when you get more practiced at using them, you can have better conversations.
Right. Yeah.
Technology is such a mystery for me. It really is.
I'm sorry.
What are you sorry about?
No, I wrote a book, and I asked it to what the average like the power of now. How many pages? I mean, how many what do you call it? Words does it have? And it's like 5,000 or something like that. And I said, I want you to write me a book, 5,000, where Camus meets Eckhart Tolle. So anyway, an absurdist meets power now.
And what did it do?
It wrote it out. I've got to go edit it and add some more stuff to it. I can go back to it because I have a history that I can go back to, and then I can ask it to do certain things.
Wow,
it's real fun. I mean, it's better than if you want a date, that's a good date.
Well, I was gonna say, it makes me think of blow up dolls, but it's like it's the intellectual blow up doll. You know what I mean?
It's a blow up doll for Geminis.
For sapiosexuals.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you guys want to see what some cool chart beads?
Yeah, show us.
Okay. So this is a Leo sun with a Capricorn moon. I just think that looks so good with the Capricorn.
Oh yeah.
I still have mine on my door. I have it on my doorknob in my office here. I just love it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this is for a Mars in Leo. So like, see how different they are? This is like Saturn Leo, and this is Mars Leo, and it has such a different feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally.
Right.
I love the picture you put on Facebook with the one you gave me. That I just love that so much. I just love it so much.
Debbie, you said I was fast, but I've been making that for those are actually pretty quick though. That little kit is pretty quick. But like, okay, the jewels in the lion's beard were pink, and it was driving me nuts because I was like, you're totally orange and brown to me. Like, you know, that lion I crocheted for you is like orange with brown hair, I think.
Yeah,
like
I love it. I love it. Listen, look, you see, orange and
then
brown.
your brown hair. You got your brown. Yeah, it's like orange and brown are your colors.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love it. I love it so much. I gotta hang it up. It's just been very busy lately, but I'm gonna hang it up right on my wall here. I have all that stuff that you give me. It's like it's just like there's so much Andy in this in my room. I really have a lot of your stuff.
You have to decide if it's too much or like if you want to keep going on this.
No, it's just so sweet. It really is. But it reminds me of you. Everything that I have here, you know, it's like it's there and it's there.
Did you see that the magic wand that you sent me ended up in a video?
No, I didn't see that.
So there's a video, because the reason I keep sending Debbie stuff is because she keeps sending me stuff. So it's like I just do a parody party of just like, oh, you send me something, here we go. Like it's like an infinity symbol. But she sent this wand, and in it there's this video where like Nina's on the video, and it's like ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and I use the wand and she appears. Like, so I use the wand.
Oh gosh, I missed that one. Sometimes I get to see them, you know, it's like random. It's like, oh, look at this. Let me see if I can, you know, look. Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
Really
Jay, are you still in Florida, is it?
Me?
No, Jay.
No, North Carolina. Oh, Jay-Z.
Oh, no, and I was also in North Carolina like Debbie D, but right now I'm in Massachusetts. Although I was in London last week, but now I'm back here in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I'm always jealous of your place.
Of his place?
That you got.
Oh, the place in the woods.
His place. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? We're selling this house, and we're on an RV, and we're parking it. We're not going to travel, and the lot plus it includes tree, but only $550.
Wow.
And I said, selling it, and the RV will be for and stuff like that.
Kim, I saw on Facebook that you got a new book. What's the new
Anyway.
book you got?
Yeah, it's the 5 Rings. You can go on YouTube and you can listen to the audio book. And hang on just a sec.
The 5 Rings?
This the book of 5 Rings. Okay, right there.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about it is it comes in a case, and it's hardbound, and it was cheap. I don't know how much I paid for this thing, but I took it, and because I been I have a guru, but he's dead. But I've something happened to me.
I only laugh. I didn't expect to hear that.
It's just like I've awakened. What's that?
What's it feel like? What's it feel like? I just laughed when you said that, but only because I was surprised. I didn't mean to laugh. But what's it feel like to be awakened?
If you'll go into steps, first of all, recognize that your mind is not you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Your body is not you. And they wrote a book about him called I Am. And eventually, what happens in the Hindu philosophy, you get into para. Okay? And that's beyond I Am. And when I heard about this, I sort of laughed because the Jewish, what's your name? He says, I am that I am. In other words, I just started laughing. I says, God's got an ego. I hope I didn't offend anybody.
God has a ubiquitous ego. It's just everywhere. Like God's ego is like infiltrating like every space between everything right now.
Mm-hmm. And there are spirits that are trying to make
that.
Go ahead.
What were you going to say, Jay-Z?
That there are spirits that are trying to affect Kim's ability to communicate the truths because they're too powerful. So it's making Kim break up.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, Jay-Z, what book are you reading?
Breaking up?
Yeah, you are a bit.
Yeah.
I'm reading Thank You for Arguing. It's about rhetoric. Basically, it's about rhetoric and ways that people use to prove their points and control arguments and stuff. So it's really super fascinating. And I'm also reading Self-Management for Actors that you sent me, Andy.
Have you learned anything from that book?
Self-Management for Actors?
Yeah.
Basically so far is like, don't wait for anything. Just do what you got to do. And then yeah, just start doing it, basically.
That's true with everything. Yeah, that's true with everything.
Yeah, one of the things I learned from that book is like if you're an actor and you don't have a part in a movie self-produced, you know how we keep self-producing, and it's like I always thought we were doing something wrong, but actually we're doing something right. Is like that's what actors are supposed to do until you get picked up for a movie or whatever. Or we're not even trying to get picked up for movies or whatever. But also I learned from that book that you're not just an actor, like you're an actor and a thing. So like we're actors and astrologers. Like why are we actors? Because we're choosing to be on YouTube, which is TV. It is an acting spot, right? Like we're acting as ourselves as astrologers. So that was an interesting thing from that book. What do you guys think about self-producing? Do you think it's like it's a good thing, or what do you guys think?
If you have the guts for it, if you have the chutzpah to do it, then yeah, do it. But it's a lot of work. And
Yeah, Jay.
Do you feel like
Yeah,
sometimes?
Say again?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So, when you're self-producing, do you feel like kind of like there you go, you're looking ahead, and then there's like this wide path, or like there's this path and there's this path and there's this path. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like that when you're self-producing, where it's like, okay, where do I start? I mean, I guess you read the book first, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I think that like with this episode, I felt that way of like, where do we start? Because we didn't have any prompts for what to talk about. So this was an open-ended hour, but a lot of what we produce at this point is booked out for months at a time with a topic. You know, like someone will be booked for a show for a certain topic, or. But we also let the actors here inform what's going on. Like Debbie, you're an actor on our page. If one day you started to go off on a certain transit and you start going off, then our storyline would veer over to Debbie going off. Or, you know, if Jay-Z started posting like a million music videos, we would veer off to like Jay-Z's a musician posting. Like it's a reality TV in some ways. So we always veer with the actors, like what is going on in some ways. But some stuff is scheduled.
Yeah.
So it's like a marriage of both of those.
Yeah, you know how the other day, Andy, we were talking with Nina, and we were talking about about covers versus originals, right? And then about getting a show, or if you have to get a show and then write music for it, or write music and then get a show, or whatever. That really ties back in, I think, to this question of self-producing. Because if you guys are, say you're busking in the park, right? Because like you don't need to get a show. You have a show anytime you want, that you load your equipment in the car and you go to the park and you set up and you play. And it's no different than putting your equipment in the car and driving to a venue, and then you set up and you play, right? So I was thinking of this because next week I'm going with a friend to go see the Violent Femmes. Do you guys know that band?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of that. It's not for my generation, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
Right on. Well, they started as like kind of like they wanted to be the hardest rocking acoustic band ever. And so they just play acoustic instruments, but they were like the inspiration for MTV Unplugged. Although they never played on it. But they play acoustic instruments, but they're total rockers. And they would busk in the streets, and they didn't have shows, but what they did was, because they couldn't get a show, so they set up outside of like a Pretenders show. And then Chrissy Hines saw them and was like, man, you guys are great, and invited them to open.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's
and so
cool.
that really is in line with this whole thing of like, you just do your thing, and then whatever will happen out of it. But if you sit around thinking that you don't have a venue, then nothing will ever happen.
Right. Right. And you know, one of the reasons that I left the church is because they didn't teach us what faith was. And so, you know, my wife Sherry, she wasn't raised, in church or anything like that. So what we did is that I got a whiteboard, okay, gave it to her, and I says, because we had decided to go get an RV. And so she took pictures of all kinds of RVs and everything, and she put on there, welcome home. And I said, now, Sherry, don't blink twice because it's going to happen. And sure enough, it happened. We didn't even try. We even got the money came in.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, in some. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say that's manifesting. You're just manifesting. That's great.
Yeah.
In some ways, this Thursday live stream is kind of like busking. It's us almost like setting up on the street to do just talk. Like, to me, it's akin to a happy hour at a bar where people can listen to our table if they want, but they maybe no one's listening, and that's fine. But I think a lot of we self-produce books at the Moyer Press because like we couldn't get them published otherwise, but we weren't going to like wait for a publisher. We were just like, all right, we're going to put this out, but we're going to do it pretty well, And so I think I've always had that kind of DIY ethos about me. So I think taking it to video was just kind of a natural extension of that. But I think you're a DIY, Jesse. Like, I mean, you were in that band Secret Cock and you guys did everything. I don't know. There's some people who don't mind DIY. I mean, I guess self-production is just DIY production, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and for me,
there's a
I'd
lot
rather
of old
do the
guys
thing
on
than
YouTube.
Sorry, go ahead, Cam.
There's a lot of old guys on TV, YouTube, and they talk about conspiracy or something like that. But you could tell by what there's even a one that smoke a pipe. And they sit and talk to you while they smoke a bowl, and it's just like you're over at their house, And I hope that related to what we were saying, but
well, yeah, when you hang out on YouTube,
people just wanna. I'm sorry.
It's frozen.
Well, so, yeah, what I find about hanging out on YouTube is it's more like hanging out with your friends than it is making TV. But I mean, doesn't it just seem kind of natural at this point? Like what we do just seems ordinary in some ways. It doesn't seem like a TV production, but I guess it is. I don't know.
Good chat group.
Well, it depends on how many hits you get.
Well, this also reminds me of kind of like pirate radio from back in the day, right? So YouTube to me is kind of like that. Like the airwaves are free, and so anybody could broadcast within a certain range. So it was like people who had like these awesome record collections that they wanted to share with people, or if nobody was listening, that was cool too, because they were just playing it for themselves, right? And so now it's kind of the same vibe, but there's a broader audience that like anybody who wants to tune into can kind of catch this broadcast, right?
Speaking of that, have you got any of you guys have actual LPs? Do you have records?
Yeah.
Yes. People come into my house and they say, are those actually LPs? Or they just say, are those records? I'm like, yeah, I got records.
Listen to them?
Absolutely. I have to actually. We had some stuff downstairs. My daughter was looking through there, and she found these. My parents, and I brought it back to this house. I don't know why. But 78s.
Mm-hmm.
78s. Those things you can't break those things. My brother and I used to use them as like we would flip them around on the cement. They don't break. Those 78 records do not break.
Yeah, interesting. Well, what's interesting about the acting thing? It's like, are we actors? Or are we just people on broadcasting? Like, I think that's like such a cool question to ask, because it's like, what I'm booked for in this hour and what we're all booked for in this hour is to show up and just act like ourselves for this hour, right? But it's like on another hour we're booked to do a different act. You know what I mean? So it's like we're just acting normal right now, but we're like being normal, but it's an act. You know, like, is it an act?
Right.
I do miss theater. I do miss doing theater. I mean, but I can't do it anymore. But I do love it. I loved it when I did it. It was great. It was a lot of fun.
You like it because there's a freedom in pretending that you're another character?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know, I was a single mom at that point in time, and it was just nice to get there and I could be mean. I could be a crazy person. I could be like anything, and I just let it rip because it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to do that, you know.
You could do that on this. You could do that on our Thursday show. You could act.
Oh, okay. And who are you, my dear?
I'm Mars and Leo, girl. I'm the Mars and Leo.
Oh, let us act in astrology signs. That would be fabulous.
Oh yeah, we could start acting on Thursday.
Yeah. No, I remember we were talking about that we could have like a kind of spinner or a dice roll or whatever, and you would pick a sun sign and a moon sign.
Oh,
wait
a minute here. You see what these are? You see what
Astro dice.
Astro dice. Astro dice.
I'll take off my glasses and act like I'm
cute. Okay. So okay, so we got Sag in Jupiter in Sagittarius. That's not fair. That's just so right.
Yeah. we can now. Here's a good acting deal. Is you pretend you're a channeler.
Okay, Kim, do it right now.
I'm Jupiter in Sagittarius. I'm gonna be right back.
Kim, channel for us.
Okay.
Wow, this is the silent channeler.
Just a second. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey everybody, my name is Claudia. And I was known for being in the Starfleet, and I wanted to come just to tell you that they cured cancer, and they also they didn't have World War III, they didn't have nuclear bombs, and everything's going to work out just great.
Whoa, great channel. It was the Kim
I
channel.
don't know what.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, sort of like prophesying.
Okay, Jay-Z, will you act like you're a psychic medium?
I think Debbie D's getting a signal.
What? No. I'm not going to Morocco. I'm just not. There's something in the air.
It's a form of shamanism.
Whoa. If I was acting like a channel, I'd put my hands on my forehead like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the God is saying. Wait, you have to talk in the voice of. What the God is saying through me is that you all are angels from above, and that on the Akashic records, you have made a contract with each other to do a Thursday show together. All right, JC, your turn. Get on your acting pants, JC, and be a psychic medium.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to? Sorry, I was too busy being Sagittarius and Jupiter in Sagittarius.
It's great.
No, I can't tell you.
No, you're supposed to act. That's your act?
Yeah, the message that I'm getting, I'm sorry guys, but it's too advanced for you.
Oh Lord.
So I'm afraid to tell you. Because I can't imagine you'll understand.
Dang. God, that was like a psychic narcissist. That was cool. Oh my God, do you guys want to act like narcissists? It's my favorite.
I speak first, though, at least.
What?
Can I speak first at least then?
Yeah, well, I don't know. You're obviously the best, so in your own mind.
Yes. And I'm glad does everybody know that? Does everybody know that?
Well, prove it.
Prove it. I don't have to prove it. You know, I'm me. I mean, come on now. What do I have to prove? It's just listen.
We can wear wigs.
Look, it's all me. It's great.
Yeah.
The stars say so.
Yeah.
Whoa. Dude, we're seeing Debbie in her acting game. This is awesome.
Yeah. But you know, that's just a game. She's acting. She's not really that great, like me.
Whoa. Yo, I'm the best show host that ever lived. You'll never see a better show than the show I put on. Like, if you want to see a show, just show up for this show.
Hey, just totally a different subject, but one thing I got revived in is the Talking Heads band. Talking Heads.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking heads right now.
We are.
Yeah. Yeah, they got some good music.
Yeah.
You want to sing some for us?
I can't. No.
All right, then let's go back to talking about me.
Oh.
Of course.
Yeah, your psychic message was the best. Yeah, I'm better at just drawing attention naturally. Personally, my hair.
That is some, I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Is that hair Aries or Mars, you think?
It's Mars and it's my Mars and Leo hair.
Yes.
Today.
But Andy, what kind of shampoo do you use on that hair?
I use the best kind of shampoo that ever lived. I use only the best.
Yes.
Only the best.
Maybe you'll send me a little note on that. I'd love to hear about that.
I'll put it in the chat.
Do you guys remember when Robert Plant used to have like Pantene ads or something?
Did he really?
I might have just made that up, but somebody did.
Okay, let's act like philosophers now. I'm going to read a quote from Epictetus. Okay, just act like a philosopher. Don't be one, just act like one. Okay, here we go. Okay. On the use of equivocal and hypothetical arguments and the like. Most people fail to realize that the study of equivocal and hypothetical arguments and of those that are developed through questioning, and in a word, all such arguments have some relevance to the duties of life. For in every area of study, we are seeking to learn how a good and virtuous person may discover the path that he should follow in life and the way in which he should conduct himself.
But does it matter if a good and virtuous person follows a path? Is that essential to their essence?
Well, who's telling me to be good and virtuous?
You guys are acting a lot like yourselves right now.
No.
Maybe because we're philosophers.
Yeah.
Sweetheart, we're natural philosophers.
I like to live a bad and virtuous life.
I'm a non-dualist.
You're such a nihilist, absurdist. Let's add like all the isms. You're a nihilist, absurdist. I don't know any more of the isms, but Wait,
We
okay,
can make some
see,
up.
when you're acting, here's my critique for your acting. You need to get on a different voice than your normal voice. You have to be like, in a good and virtuous life, blah blah. Try a real like acting voice.
Yeah. Hi, I wouldn't know what good and virtuous is because I don't know any difference. I'm perfect the way I am.
Well, darling, we know that. We just know that, you know?
Yeah.
Just
I even get bored with myself.
That's not true. That's
I'm
just
very
not true.
lonely.
I just know you.
I'm very lonely.
See how they're putting on a different voice for acting purposes?
I guess so.
Yeah.
You're reading the book Self Management for Actors, so we got to teach you how to be an actor.
All right.
Everything you say has got to be in a very theatrical voice.
Oh, well, if that's how it has to be, then that is how it will be, Andy, because you said so, and you would like us to act more, perhaps.
Debbie's our acting coach, honestly.
I took 7 years, 7 years of teaching from someone from the the actor studio. He was from the actor studio.
She's not acting right now. You can tell by her voice. She's
Yeah.
just
Well,
I was always a character. I did more character kind of stuff. So you actually have to pick a sense that really works for you, and that's how you really get into that character. And we always had to write a biography of what the person was like up to that point when they come onto the stage.
Okay, Debbie, act like a chicken. This is my new game, is to make Debbie act things out.
What's that chicken
What?
dance?
Chicken dance.
Chicken dance.
I don't have much room to do that, but yeah. But yes, my chicken dance. I could do chicken.
Tim, you act like a chicken now.
Oh dear me. Well, I heard. Hi. Cluck cluck.
Act like a baby.
Oh, hang on just a second. It's coming out. It's coming out.
He's laid an egg.
How's your cloaca doing? Nice cloaca.
Ooh, nice.
Oh gosh.
It came out.
Who would you like to talk to one day? Just sit down and have a little wine or beer, tea or whatever. You know, it's like a person of today, not in the past, but people that are real fascinating. I would really love to talk to a Wall Street for some reason.
Who's Wall
I
Street?
don't know why, but I like that. I like that auction spirit. You know, make your mind up. Get, you know, go for the throat kind of person.
Interesting. I want to talk to Lily Lou. This person, Lily Lou, little swastikas. Well, she's a she now, but she's like a heavily tattooed existential philosopher named Lily Lou. That's who I would talk to.
Wow.
Never heard of her.
You should see her now, man. I'll show you a picture of her now. Hold on.
Yeah.
How did you get to know this person?
She's just online. Like, she's trans, so that's why I'm saying she. But she's online, and she's got. I found her chart. Like, she's a Sun Venus conjunction in Capricorn, sextile Mars and Scorpio. So she has like Mars and Scorpio, and then all of a sudden she applies it to the skin. But look at her now. Don't be alarmed. This is her now.
Oh wow.
Let's can you move it over to your left? Yeah. I can't see it.
Oh.
She's
It
just
is quite
totally
yeah.
black.
Yeah, and then she's also transitioned to a female. This is her and her wife.
Ah.
See, she'd be interesting to talk to, don't you think?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
People are interesting. Everybody.
There's smart people out there. I mean, there's some smart people out there.
Yeah.
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 And y'all remember the Jetsons comedy cartoon, right?
Of course. Mm-hmm.
Do you know that they're making those things now where it's a one-seater and the farmers are using it to spray their crops?
Whoa.
Yeah.
So they just fly over their crops?
Yeah, well, they, like certain times of the year you have to get bugs, and whether you believe in it or not. But anyway, that or you could be doing cotton or whatever, But yeah, it's a one-seater. They're over $100,000, but a big, gigantic, huge tractor costs that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
I want to ride in one.
Wait, I have an issue. Sorry, I didn't mean to change the subject. I have an issue about acting that I want to talk about, you guys. Okay,
All right, tell us.
so when you're an actor, like 90% of your characters are not hot or not sexy. Like, I'm not hot and I'm not sexy right now. But like, you have to just you have to accept it. Like, you're not trying to be like a sex symbol. You're trying to be different characters. Okay, Debbie.
Yeah, but you have to be. See, that's the thing. You don't have to speak in a different thing. You have to know the character like you know yourself. There is no playwright writes a story that's boring because otherwise nobody would watch this stuff. There's some conflict within every character in a when they're on stage, or in a movie. There's a conflict within themselves. Even if it's a comedy, there's this conflict within this person. And it's either like it's so out there, that's what makes it so funny, or that it is tragic because it's like there's no seems to be any. But that's the part of the actor that has to decide on what's going on with that person. What yeah.
So yeah, why? So Andy, if you are walking down the street, is every person that you walk by hot and sexy?
No, I'll tell you why I think about this. Okay, so one of my husbands, Billy Anderson, is a metal music producer, and it's like I want to be like beautiful to him because he's one of my husbands. Or no, we're not legally married, but he's my husband in my heart. Like, our composite chart is married. We have a sun sextile moon in the composite in the 10th and 8th house, and like. So I always want to be like hot and beautiful to him, but like he likes like metal chicks with a bunch of tattoos, and like he's got like this look that like the hot chick girl, metal girl, but like a lot of these girls don't have an act and they just sit around looking hot, getting tattoos or whatever. And then like my appeal is that like I'm like doing stuff and like all this kind of stuff. So like half the time I show up to see him and I'm like in an outfit that I'm like in a clown outfit, or like I'm in a but it's like I feel like I'm trying to be like, what's really beautiful in a person? Is it the brainstem and the fact that they're doing stuff, or is it this like patina of like rock and roll patina? And so then I guess I don't know, like I struggle with having to be kind of silly. Like, I'm not really into being, I'm also a Scorpio, so I don't super like being silly, but like right now I'm being silly,
Well, listen, I'm not a silly person too, but that is one of the biggest things that you got to do when you're on stage, when you're in front, you're in a movie or whatever it is. You have to let everything loose.
Yeah.
You have to be, and this is the one thing my teacher taught me, is that if you're not willing to be stupid or silly on the stage, then you're not going to act. You have to be, enough strong within yourself as just who you are to be somebody else and just be totally off,
Right.
off the rails.
Right. I like old Lewis Black. He's my alter ego.
I don't know who that is. Who's
Lewis
and
Black?
is that a person or is that?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is.
Do y'all know who that is?
No. Who is it? Tell us who it is.
Lewis Black. Just put in YouTube, and he's always pointing his finger like this, and he says, "Son of a bitch," or
I'm looking him up.
he's complaining,
Yeah, he acts over the top for sure, like as a character. I think, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Debbie D, of like that you have to know first of all, you have to know the backstory of the person in order to really embody what they are. And then like, even if they're a fictional character in your head, right? They're a person, like that person would be a person that was in a body here on Earth interacting with other people. So however they feel sexy or whatever they feel they want or desire, or however they want to be in the world, or however it is that they maybe don't even want to be that way in the world, but that's just so who they are, they can't help themselves. Like that's what you need to convey and really feel so that you can convey it.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So like what's interesting about the actor is not their look, but it's like their character and storyline more than anything, and like the conflicts in their life, like the interest of them is what's interesting.
Yeah, that all the cosmetic stuff and whatever will come later as you develop the character yourself. You become that person. You actually become that person. Whatever the thing is, like, okay, so you're doing a clown thing. Why are you a clown? What?
Are you seriously asking me? I'm a clown because
I'm seriously asking you. So if you are going to be a clown, why are you a clown? Your character.
I can tell you why my character's a clown. So like there's something called Hyoka clowning, and I'm not appropriating this from any culture, but okay, when people like there's a certain kind of activist clown that comes in when there's really tense situations culturally, and they clown around in order to make social justice moves. So because I got in so much trouble in astrology for fighting over the Vedic Valens anthology, and I keep getting in fights with other astrologers, I decided to start clowning to show that I'm not just like a mean person. I'm like an activist clown. Like, oh, you think that translation says that? Haha, it doesn't say that. Oh, the zodiacal releasing's not in there. Haha, I'm a clown. What? I'm just a clown. Like I did it on purpose as an activist thing.
Right. You're purposely not being defensive.
Exactly. It like makes me so cute and cuddly so as to not get killed by the other Hellenistic astrologers.
Yeah.
So other than that though, Andy, think about Stardoll for a second. That character, like, what is her backstory anyway? Where did she come from? Why does she roll around on the front lawn?
Oh, interesting. I don't really know why she does, other than that she's playing. She's like always playing, but like, yeah, I see what you guys are saying though, that what's interesting in acting is not hotness, it's storyline and depth and, like drama, not a patina of looks.
Right.
Like, does Stardoll feel weird when she's sitting on a blanket on her front lawn having tea? It seems like not, but it seems like then she gets surprised when someone comes over. So what does she feel like when she's surprised when someone comes over when she's having tea with some dolls on her front yard?
I don't have an answer for that, but I see what you guys are saying. Like, and this is what I've been fighting the metalhead producers about is like, okay, you guys think what's like rock and roll is like this look. And what us actors think is rock and roll is storyline. Like we're like Debbie D's got a story. You know what I mean? Kim's got a story. He used to be a car salesman. he's like the esoteric magical astrologer who's always like kind of coming and going and getting in fights politically, and like each of us has our story. Like Jay-Z, like we go in secret cock years and like all, and that's what I feel like Moira Press is really looking at, is people's stories. So we're more actors than we are rock and roll. We're not like the patina group. We're like the drama backstory group.
Yeah.
And there's always a part of you in every character, because you have to understand that character on a very deep level. Otherwise, it can't be fake. It has to be part of you, but you still have to create this character that you understand. Like it's yes, you have to understand this character so well that it is like your dual personality. Like this is who you get this person so well, so that when something hits that person, they're either going to laugh or they're going to cry, and it comes naturally because you really feel that.
Yeah.
Well, Stardoll's getting a tattoo later in October. She's getting a tattoo, and when I think about Stardoll getting a tattoo, it's like obviously she's going to be like she's going to have all these clown faces when she's getting tattooed. You know what I mean? There's going to be like a huge tattoo gun. It's going to be like this big, and like, but it's like like. Definitely Stardoll is like, it's like almost like it's so emotional, just like, whoa, you know what I mean, kind of thing. But that's all I know. But you're right, like maybe backstory. I didn't mean to make this about me. I was asking the question of like why, because I do think actors are hot. It's just a different, like Tina Fey. Like people think Tina Fey is hot, but it's her brainstem that's hot, not like her one outfit. You know what I mean?
So do you have a tattoo? Do you have tattoos?
No, I have this tattoo, which I got with Jay-Z, and this tattoo.
Okay, so you've had a tattoo.
Yeah.
And so, when your character's gonna get a tattoo, how do you feel about that? How does your character feel about that? See, now that is more natural than what I've seen before. That is good.
Like, dude, Debbie, will you be our acting coach?
Yeah.
Of course, I would love to be your acting coach.
All right, because we're reading self-management for actors, apparently.
Hey, on your metal people, you could take on the role of Trinity.
Trinity? Who's that?
The Matrix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
All right, hey Debbie, will you be a regular on this show?
What was that? A regular? I love this. This is fabulous. This is
nice.
Is that okay with you, Jay-Z? Because Debbie missed you anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
I miss you.
Yeah, no, I miss you as well.
Kim, you're always welcome as well.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to see how y'all doing.
Yeah. This show's gonna happen every Thursday from till Jay-Z's boyfriend gets in the way of his rest of his life. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we'll work that around. We'll work around it.
You can invite him. That's how we'll work around it.
Oh yeah, nice. All right, cool.
All right, you guys, let's act like we're all done.
All right.
That's it. Done. Oh, I'm full. Very full.
All right, I love you guys. I'll see you later.
Oh, wait a minute. It's coming out. Did another one.
Opa.
Opa.